missed her when the intersection.
I get off my joggle mask. See where you've been wearing your
I know, I'm getting sunglasses green.
Probably in my living room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff.
Jeffrey,
Five.
five?
Everything's down.
No.
Some people just don't do this to me. And it stuck with me for like 2 days, just that feeling. Oh, yeah. Read to me.
Did you say smoked jalapeno?
By the captain. Oh, really?
The captain's on it.
Okay. Oh, so all those movies are a big lie.
Yeah.
Why you pretend? Hey
Oh,
there.
I know, on the news show, that we're gonna say how official the captain of that ship didn't have one in town.
Oh, that would be sweet.
All the flights and stuff. The best part of that is you don't wait in line to get on the ship.
I get a buttering for you? That almost looks like pound cake. I know.
Texas. I come from the Panhandle of Texas. I was raised on a ranch up there. Once a century, a storm like this hits. I mean, I'm talking a white blizzard of death. And we had to go out there and try to see if we could find the cattle. And I was bucked off my horse, and he kicked me in the chest, and I kind of got sleepy, and I fell underneath a ditch. And when I woke up, there was Golden River, and there was all these kids across the river, and they were waving at me, saying, "Come over, come over." And so I said, "Well, listen, you smell the lilacs and the flowers." And I started to cross this river, and all of a sudden, I remember put one foot in the river, and all these rocks came up like a dragon's back, so you could step across. And all of a sudden, this woman comes and she goes, "No, go back, go back, go back." And I started crossing, and she crossed the river, and she came and she pulled me back, and she says, "No, you're just a kid. Your mom's gonna miss you." She says, "Who are you with? Why are you out in this storm?" She says, "Who can I get?" And I said, "Get my brother Gary." And so she says, "I'll get your dad." She said, "No, my dad will be mad because I wore my clothes. Get my brother Gary." So she says, "Okay." And she left, and the next thing I knew, I woke up, and my brother was shaking and slapping me. And he took off his coat, and he put it over me, and he stayed on top of me until morning. And finally came and got us. Well, it got to be like 40 below that night. It was the coldest night in the history of the Panhandle of Texas, but he was credited by the fire department, I think, with saving my life. And they said, "The thing we don't understand is how could we possibly find you in that storm?" And he says, "I heard somebody calling my name." And he said, "Well, was it him?" He said, "No, it was the voice of an old woman." And in the Panhandle of Texas, on the corner near Umbarger, if you go down Highway 187 and you look down there, there's a shrine. And they have done research. The Catholic Church came to investigate, and it's with the Texas Paranormal. This woman is credited with saving the lives of 13 Panhandle children in the Texas Panhandle. Nobody knows her name. Nobody knows anything about her, but we just call her the old woman. And next time you hear a storm blowing, all the rancher kids are out there, say a little prayer. Look at the restaurant.
Is he Keeler's brother?
Then you have
Great!
to
Here's the
tell
Keeler's
another
brother.
story when you come back from it.
Marvelous.
That was good.
Why those stairs did that?
You scaredy cat. Go get those guys.
They're coming.
Kendra. Where is she?
But I know, it will be. When we first walked in this room, I had exactly this thought that Linda has just shared with me that she's feeling right now. And actually, before you guys went out on your first cigarette break, I had gotten myself to the point where I thought, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to share this with everybody. I turned around and you guys were gone. So I thought, no, that's okay. This is what it's meant to be. As Linda's sitting here sharing those words that I was feeling in my own head and my own heart, and I just told her, this is unbelievable because it's exactly how I feel. I think it's exactly how everybody else is going to feel, and I asked her to share it.
Great minds think alike.
Absolutely.
That's the thing, you know, when we're coordinating our director and our book and stuff like that.
And if we don't think or feel this way, we're going to feel real bad.
You're darn right you are.
Well, they even know the difference.
Now I'm nervous if I don't feel like that. I'm gonna feel like an outcast.
No, I
Trust me
that.
on this one. It's hard to
You have to
say.
practice for tomorrow night, 'cause I gotta say
That's
something,
right.
you know.
That's right.
I've told Keith he's got to do the prayer. But
Okay.
I'll talk beginning of it. Okay. Guys, but today everybody was coming in at the same time. My cousin on the other side, Sharon, and all these different people. And it's been 30 years for some of them, and it's been great, but overwhelming. You know, and I mentally kind of stood back for a few minutes. There was a time to do that. Because I was just too much. What happened to our little group last night? Where's our little group? You know, Dave and Kendra and I. And so that was the comfort zone. We're out of our little comfort zone. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
all these people's wonderful. But it's where's the inner core?
That
You know,
tight
the inner
little-
core.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's here tonight. And this is such a nice blessing, a little bit of a relief or respite in this very overwhelming, wonderful, something we can't really comprehend the meaning
We
of.
kept
yet.
spreading ourselves thinner and
Yeah,
thinner.
you're getting very, I was getting very thin. I couldn't give everybody the time I wanted, and you know, I hardly met everybody that's here. But now this is the core group. This is Judy. This is you know, people we
These are the
lived
ones that
with.
grew up, the first cousins that really bonded way back when, and will
Yeah.
always be bonded.
Yeah, Susan, we've been together already, you know, last week, and now we have that second chance and opportunity, and just everybody I love is right here. So we're missing a few people, but I'm just saying, it's just great. So now I kind of feel energized and normal, and like, okay, we've got our little support group here, and now we can go back out and just, you know, go meet some morning people. But it's nice that and I wish that everybody that's in this family that we just don't know has their core group too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Because I keep feeling like we're so unique that we have the bond and the background that we do. These are the first cousins here, and I hope amongst the second cousins.
Right.
Because John always felt like first cousins to me.
Absolutely.
And you were his mother, you know, and John and I were cousins, but that's the feeling we got with him. But this is, yeah, it's just been very unique. This was just perfect, and God meant for this to be. So, anyway,
Neat.
just want to say how much I just really appreciate this.
My trip is that. Thank you so much. No, we're not staying.
Now I'm going to bring it. This reminds me of Abingdon. Because